I know this is going to be emotional for some of y'all and make it emotional for us. I'm hoping that my baby here, Taraji, don't cry too much because we know she cries and I'm all.
I realize this will be personal for some of you all, and it might get profound for us. I'm trusting that my child here, Taraji, don't cry a lot of see you. We realize she cries, and I'm all something that was occurring that was something other than the film, so it seems as though there are still a few. Balls in Hollywood left, and presently Terrence Howard purportedly went off on Oprah, recommending the media versatile would quit pursuing land GP Henson. Obviously, Ter got repudiated for standing up against the hat. Hollywood compensation hole, and the horrendous therapy she persevered while chipping away at Purple, delivered by Oprah insiders, spilled the tea, uncovering that Oprah and Purple makers had plans to totally renounce Ture, faulting her for the film's woeful outcomes in the cinema world. Yet Terrence isn't having any of it. He's out there safeguarding Tari like a knight in sparkling defensive layer. What's wild is this isn't whenever he first needed to face Oprah a couple of years back, he did likewise. When Monique blamed Oprah for subverting her vocation, she has an Oscar from it. She's as yet an astonishing entertainer, an astounding humorist, so no worries as per Terrence, who additionally experienced Oprah's bad behaviors. The news magnate has a ton of impact in the business, and she generally figures out how to screw with those she could do without. The entertainer himself has been in the shadows for some time for the most part because of a harmful history in connections and a few silly remarks about ladies in 2001. He stood out as truly newsworthy for getting captured after a warm telephone contention with his ex-Lori turned actual. Quick forward to 2010 when he wedded Michelle, and shock that likewise finished in a chaotic separation with grave allegations. He later frightened the crowd for certain obscure tweets like "You come for me, I come for you, I for." And I now, in spite of Terrence's turbulent history with ladies, the entertainer is as yet quite possibly of the most deferential man in the business, particularly when he gets down on Hollywood elites. Recollect that time he upheld all entertainers who were getting down on the business high rollers in his authentic meeting. Remove the vertebrae from your back to fit within somebody's roof. You need to stand up. He pummeled the Hollywood plan towards people of color, depicting their new depiction as unreasonable and, surprisingly, very misleading. With the new equation, most men are made to be feminine and not have their influence or feeling of solidarity. They permit white men to have the option to be solid, yet when it's people of color, it's viewed as a danger. Individuals couldn't resist the opportunity to gesture their heads when Taryn revolted against the upsetting pattern of dark entertainers being embarrassed by wearing dresses in motion pictures, and presently it's unmistakable why Land's cases against Oprah hit specific sore spot inside the entertainer. Individuals are anxious about the possibility that somebody will get rogue. Yet as to this film, you got to recall it's still a tad of it's Hollywood. And folks, Oprah is dependably in the center of each and every dark embarrassment in Tinseltown. Way before Taraj talked about the unjustifiable remuneration, there was one sure Dave Chappelle who spilled all the tea at the Oprah Winfrey Show, portraying his legendary departure from the grip of Hollywood elites. Dave was guaranteed a $50 million arrangement, yet he left without the slightest hesitation since he understood that it would mean undermining his qualities and sinking into the murkiness of Hollywood. Cash is the fuel for decisions. Cash gives me decisions. It's not nothing. It's something. There are different things in my day-to-day existence that I don't buy with cash that are truly significant as opposed to moving to the business elites tunes. Dave associated every one of the dabs and figured out that the dress custom is occurring in each dark entertainer's profession. Eventually, like when I interface specs that perhaps ought not be associated, I don't know yet, specific spots, like when I see that they put each person of color in the films in the dress. Furthermore, Dave uncovered a significant scoop, unveiling how he was over and over constrained into wearing a dress while recording with Martin Lawrence, something that didn't line up with his standards. Dave did a ton thinking after that, asking why each individual of color in the business winds up putting on a dress sooner or later, and he fearlessly owned up to Oprah, wanting to find understanding. It was a piece of embarrassment, right? Painstakingly arranged by the business elites. Every one of the comics that I've seen, man. You know, solid siblings. Why, for what reason are you placing us in these dresses anyway? Oprah didn't actually squint at such stunning disclosures. She's been cozying up with the elites for a really long time. and as many individuals currently see the destiny of her kindred family, never irritated this woman. Look what this individual. Al remarked, I truly believe Oprah's taken on too much all at once, and she similarly is what she needs to do on the off chance that not she will go down the channel. And another client added, I'm happy everybody is standing together against mess these strife that dark entertainers need to go through during their whole profession, and Oprah limiting any association with the stunning reality just add fuel to the hypothesis that she remains behind numerous issues and episodes of uncalled for therapy that skilled individuals are confronting now. It appears as though Land's chance to be rebuffed by the business and Terrence can't see it happening. We don't know precisely exact thing their aims. Are you see people Terrence is the genuine warrior for his freedoms. Let me simply advise you that prior last year, he sued Innovative Craftsman Organization in Los Angeles prevalent court for break of trustee obligation, valuable misrepresentation, and fake portrayal. The objection charges that CIA, who addressed D. Howard during the show's 5-year run, set their inclinations and the interests of their different clients over his, while encouraging him to acknowledge ability expenses that were definitely not as much as what he ought to have been managed. As you can see, people, there's a disturbing example where dark entertainers are being come up short on, and the vast majority of them don't so much as a word about such a horrendous therapy, since they all understand what results might follow. How about we discuss Monique for AEK, who was debased by Oprah, and learned it when she wasn't projected in a much sought-after job. And that is the point at which he said, Mother, you've been debased. And I said, well, why have I been debased? And he said, in light of the fact that you didn't play the game back in those occasions when the foundation grant-winning entertainer was asking for help. Just Terrence Howard arose as one of those uncommon big names to freely remain close by. He advocated Monique's all-in-all correct to stand up against Oprah, Tyler, and Lee Daniels, confirming that she had a long list of motivations to voice her complaints. As per Terrence, everybody has the privilege to express their real thoughts, particularly when an individual feels abused. Everyone has a privilege to talk with at the forefront of their thoughts, yet it appears Terrence isn't finished with Oprah on the grounds that he's presently calling her out by and by for purportedly debasing Terry. In the event that you missed it, Terrence and AG share a tight fellowship, so it's just normal for him to go to bat for her. This dramatization unfurled after news surfaced that Oprah had a rendezvous with Warner Bros. Leaders, wanting to crash Land's vacation, faulting her for the apparent disappointment of Purple. Yet while the intensity from makers is on Terry, the court of popular assessment, including Howard, faults Oprah for not paying the entertainer what she merits. A source near Terrence spilled that he was enraged after hearing this, foreseeing that Oprah was going to pull a Monique on Land G, and he was not having it. He evidently contacted the news tycoon requesting Oprah ease off from truly disrupting Tier G, or he's prepared to uncover her obscure side. Terrence Howard is getting all worked up here discussing Oprah, okay, that just got exceptionally serious, and for the individuals who figured the show couldn't get juicier, recall those murmurs regarding Terrence and Oprah having a little throw in 2013. Terrence went full-scale freely communication his affection for Oprah's lips and thinking back about their private minutes together. She's a wonderful lady, and to have the option to get close to her like that, and to have the option to contact the sovereign, and to have the option to cherish the sovereign and be adored by the sovereign. There's nothing better compared to that. Likewise, Terrence filled the hypothesis about something fermenting between them when he guaranteed that Oprah opened up and hugged him, the lady behind her veil of a humanitarian and television symbol. And that was the memory he was unable to delete from his mind. He even happened to indicate their undertaking during his meeting on Breakfast Club. There's forever been this sentiment among her and I. Anyway, the supposed disclosures about their past apparently didn't agree with Oprah, who likes to keep an unblemished public picture. From that point forward, their relationship has been portrayed as pungent with theory that Terrence could make them uncover restricted data about Oprah from their supposed past relationship. Reports currently have it that the entertainer will not hold back to spill the tea on the off chance that Oprah doesn't withdraw from her arrangements of left falling Perry. This may very well be karma finding Oprah for her supposed abuse of entertainers, particularly after the film's disappointment anyway, on the off chance that others don't join. Land's vocation might be endangered since Oprah's remaining in Hollywood is as areas of strength for yet Things without a doubt. Terrence requests for additional messages of help for Terry, lauding her for defending herself, as well as other people. How did Oprah feel? Like when she heard that she presumably called you, like Terrence, I didn't realize you felt